So, after my last two posts about getting in touch with your feelings, are you perhaps getting more sense of your unique self and to your unique strengths? Are you even perhaps beginning to tap into the surface of comfortable feelings? If so, do you find yourself a little hungry for more ways to dig even deeper into the comfortable feelings? And perhaps you have the courage to put maybe one toe, maybe a baby toe, into the surface of an uncomfortable feeling. I'm Dana Hicks, a licensed clinical mental health counselor, and I have 6 ideas of how to stretch your awareness of your emotional landscape even further. So the first idea of how to deepen your awareness is called a sandwich because the bread represents 2 positive things or uplifting or hopeful things that happened in your day. Okay? And the meat represents something that was challenging or uncomfortable, or it could even be a neutral something. Okay? So at the end of your day, take time to write down 3 different scenarios of your day. Something positive or uplifting, something neutral or uncomfortable, and then another uplifting or hopeful thing. Okay? And then once you've gotten those written down, label each one of those with an emotion that might have gone on at that point, either within yourself, or you could put it in a scenario of, if this happened to someone else, how would they feel? You could do either way. So 2 positives and a neutral or not so fun thing. And what emotion was involved there? Or what emotion would be involved if someone else was in that situation? Okay, that's number 1. So number 2 is look for examples in entertainment that you do. So in your favorite show or a movie or a book that you're reading, take time to ask yourself what the characters might be feeling in any or every situation. Just guess, right? So this is going to help you with vocabulary of feelings and in which situations that happens. Okay, so then number 3 is objectify the feeling. And by that I mean put properties to it that you can sense. So ask yourself, what color would it be if it had a color? If it had a shape, what shape would it be? If it had a texture, what texture would that be? And by texture, I mean what you experience when you touch it. So that would be bumpy, spiky, smooth, pokey, you name it. So then temperature, would it be hot, cold, medium, somewhere in between any of those? Where would it live if it lived in your body? And if you can't picture it in your body, just where would it live in general? So answer all those questions, and by answering those, it gets you more in touch with your idea of that feeling, and perhaps in touch with how you conceptualize that or experience it in your body, in your mind, and in your emotions. So number 4 is look up a list of feelings, and you could just type in feelings on the internet and print out a list and pick one and contemplate, what is a thought that might go with this feeling? It could be a cause or an effect of the feeling. So for example, you might have happy. So then a thought that might go with that is, my sister's coming for the weekend. And it either could go, my sister's coming for the weekend and that makes me happy, or I'm in a happy mood And that makes me think of my sister coming because that's a happy thought, right? It could go either way, depending on the situation and the person. So, number 5 is begin to think about typical reactions in the body to emotions. So pick another emotion and say, I wonder what typically happens in the body when that emotion is being experienced. So what would a typical person experience? And a fun thing to do is to guess on your own first, and then look it up on the internet and see if that is a typical reaction or not. Then you'll know if you're on the right track or not. Pretty cool, right? And then number 6 is think about your unique somatic or body reaction to the emotion. So you might look it up and it might be linked with certain symptoms, like it might be connected to symptoms like your heart beating fast or your palms getting sweaty or you're jittery. See if that actually happens in your body. Try to think, do I experience that when I have that feeling? Is that true for me? Or does it show up in a different way for me? So those are the 6 ideas that I have to dive even deeper into comfortable and dip your toe a little bit into the uncomfortable feelings. So to review, 1 is the sandwich of your day. So that's something you can do every day, is 2 positives and a neutral or an uncomfortable, right? Number 2 is entertainment. So if you're reading a book, watching a show, watching a movie, I wonder what that character feels right now. I wonder what the character feels right now. I wonder what that character, yeah, you get the point. All right, so 3 is objectify that feeling. Give it some life. What color is it? What shape is it? What texture? And by the way, you can't get this wrong. So that's going to tell you a lot about what your unique relationship with that emotion. All right. Number 4 is thoughts. Match thoughts to feelings. Get a list of feelings. Pick a feeling. What thought might go with that? Be the cause or effect of that. Number 5 is start thinking about how the body typically reacts to each feeling. So for nervous, fast heartbeat, sweating, just guess and then look it up and see on the internet and see if you're right, like if you're on the right track. And then think about your typical body reactions to each emotion. And then check it with typical ones and then see if that's actually true for you. It might not be, or it might be. Some of it might be, and some of it might not be, right? So those are my 6 ideas for you. So feel free to like, comment, and subscribe below. And I'm really interested to know, what was your favorite part of this video? What stood out to you as really kind of cool? I would love to know. I'm looking forward to it. See you next time.